What is up, all my chosen ones? Jazz Royce back now, guys. Coming soon, we've got another project, baby. If you've been looking at the markets lately, we are seeing a slight, but still, it's a reversal coming. And guys, we have a new token coming out. This one is called Flip Token. Now, before we begin, guys, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for me, please, and thank you. So, guys, prepare to have your perception of tokenomics flipped. Let's get deeper into this. So what is Flip Token about? So, guys, they are bringing revenue as a utility to the mainstream. Now, here's how they're doing it. They are utilizing the fullness of the blockchain to generate value from within. Now, after the first 24 hours of trading, the buy and sell tax is 7%, and it'll be used to reward holders and stabilize the floor, which is what we all want, especially in a new project. Keep that floor strong, so when somebody decides to dump off or sell off in the very beginning of the launch, it's not going to hurt us. They'll have a 1% max buy and a sell on transactions as well. Now, the max buy and sell limit's been coupled with anti-bot measures to limit manipulation when the projects launch. Guys, if you don't know, the reason why a lot of projects, when they launch, they immediately start hitting the downtrend fresh out the gates, it's usually because they were either botted / sniped. All right, so at least they took the precaution and proper measurements to ensure that that will not happen on this launch. Now, quick disclaimer, guys, this is never financial advice, and this video is sponsored by Flip Token. Now, before you get into any investment, like I always say, guys, go through the website yourself. Take a look, browse at their Twitter account. It's still brand new, right over here. It's right in the description if you want to get the links. And make sure that it checks your personal criteria before putting any money into any project. Now let's continue, guys. So here we have revenue sharing 3%. So going directly into the wallet of the holders of Flip Token. And then we got 3% for investments. And now this one's interesting because it's an AI-driven platform. So it is actually an AI doing the investment for them, and 3% of the money is going towards that. Now, 1% for liquidity for the buys and sells in the liquidity pool. And now this one's pretty cool. Paper-handed tax. Now, this is a real paper hand tax, guys. So for the first 24 hours when this coin comes out, 30% is the tax. 5% of that will go to reflections. 5% of that more go to liquidity, and the remaining 20% will go to the investments. Now, after that, guys, the tax will go back to regular tax rates after that first 24 hours, and it will go to the investment portfolio and provide additional revenue to the project. Now, what is the initial token amount? Well, they're starting off with 1 trillion tokens, and to have an automatic revenue sharing that will contribute to the burn wallets, same way that other holders earn reflections. So buybacks and burns will keep it deflationary, hence as to why it's called Flip Token. That's the whole essential behind this project, to continue doing buybacks and burns. So this is a project that seems to be based off of its tokenomics, and on top of the tokenomics, we also got artificial intelligence making the investment, so they will be investing into other projects as well. And I assume it all circles back into Flip Token. Now, the buys and the burns. Let's see how this works. So, guys, they're going to be doing daily buybacks and burns based off of how the investments are performing once they're made. Now, those investments are selected based off their own style of doing their analysis and calculations. And ultimately, it's to circle back to continue keeping that project growing strong. So this should be an automated process from what it's sounding like, guys, because as you buy Flip Token, they're automatically investing it. So those investments using the AI is to make the best investments, to mathematically pinpoint what is the best probability to ensure that those investments will yield the best returns. So they're using artificial intelligence to do that, ensure that it can be more accurate than whatever the human mind could do. Am I right? Now, obviously, this is pretty new. This is something that I myself have not heard of as of yet. So this is new to me as well. And it'd be interesting to see how this plays out. So guys, let's go down to revenue sharing. So all the holders will be able to enjoy the growth of the token because of the revenue sharing that automatically gets distributed to its holders, aka reflections. And the distributions are also taking place when buyback and burns occur. Now comes the technical parts, right? We all want to know about the doxing. It's a brand new project. We know some projects dox before coming out, some dox a little bit after, some don't dox at all. But honestly, what we've seen in the space, regardless of doxing or not doxing, some projects still rug pull. So it's still a risk no matter how you look at it. So this is their take on doxing. So they say Flip Token's team consists of very skilled people in their craft. They're privately doxing at this time due to real world obligations and requirements that cause them to stay private. Now I admit there are devs that work in certain jobs, and they have specific reasons as to why they cannot dox until they are certain that the project that they are putting their time into can carry them out of that job, so that way they can do as they please and reveal whatever about their identity. I understand that. Now, it says as time goes on, one or more of the team members may be able to come forward. The team is excited to let actions speak louder than anything else. So guys, in this case, we just gotta watch the action. We gotta see how the launch goes. We gotta see those couple of days after, especially after that the paper hands tax expires, after that first 24 hours, to see how it works and how the tokenomic does in maintaining that floor price. Will the investments that they make actually contribute to the value of Flip Token, keeping it growing? The way the market looks right now, we can't afford to put our money into something that ultimately we can just lose it in a flash, right? Now, I guess these are the catchphrases. Now let's go down to the roadmap. So we got stage 1, Twitter launch, website development, contract deployment, a stealth launch, and a fair launch on Uniswap. And they're also going for the CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko listings, Etherscan verification, and they're targeting to reach 1,000 holders, all in stage 1. Stage 2 is where we're gonna start seeing the AI investments begin, also including staking, which is always good for any project coming out, because who doesn't want some passive income, especially if you're buying a project that is just gonna be sitting there in your wallet till the time is right, am I right? Now, also, we're gonna be seeing the first buyback and burn occur, community contests and giveaways, and they're aiming for their first centralized exchange listing. Going into stage 3 is going to be a smart contract audit, an international marketing campaign, and reaching 10,000 holders. And stage 4, they're going to continue doing their giveaways and continue doing things as they've been starting in between stage 1 and 2, and ideally wanting to reach 50,000 holders. So let's see if that can happen. So as for the staking is coming soon, and the staking pools are CertiK audited for safety and security. So you guys might be wondering, well, when exactly is this project even coming out? This project is set to release in approximately 1 week from this time of recording. Take it as you will, guys. Remember, please do your research, look up the information, join the Telegram if you must, ask your questions, get everything out the way. You got 1 week to get all the information that you want to know before investing into this project, okay? They're going to do a stealth and fair launch in Uniswap, which is refreshing as opposed to all those hard cap pre-sales we've been seeing and getting burned on, right? So with that being said, folks, I'm Jazz Royce. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top.